Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Right to the air is Rodgers.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
He gets it to Cooks.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down.
They'll run for it with Pollard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 3rd and 7.
Rodgers now to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards on the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in. It means he'll be marked down at the 1.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score, Cowboys 14, Jets 0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, it's Pollard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The kicker on for the
CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation.